guys. Okay, let me get live chat going. That way. Hey, Adrian. Oh. So, oh, I'm going to I have to schedule my other lives for like February. So, all right. Well, what is everybody doing? I am 7 days. Hi, Stephanie. I have been nicotine and, well, I haven't smoked in a week. So since last Saturday, when I quit, well, when we quit, me and my husband have not smoked a cigarette. So, we did the patches for the first 4 days. And then for the past 3 days, well, today's the fourth day, I did no patch, no nothing. So I've been completely nicotine free for today's day 4. So, um, yeah, we used the patch for the first. I used the patch for the first 3 days, and he had to go a little longer, so that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing good. I I finished a blanket because that's all I've been doing is crocheting. Um, I currently have a sciatic flare up. So my sciatica in my back, which has now spread to the right side. It was originally just on the left side. Now it's on the right side. Is extremely bad. Um, Today's the first day that I was able to do stretches and move with little to no pain. Um, after doing the stretches. So if you see me shifting a lot during this live, just know that it's because I'm still in discomfort from my sciatic pain and I'm just trying to get comfortable. So, and I apologize for that. But that's what's going to be going on over here. So, I have yarn coming. It's supposed to be here Monday. So, yay, happy. Um, it's actually just, I can't reach it. But why is this over here? I swear it's like my whip pile is the everything pile. It's just, hey, let's just pile everything over there. And it's not even a big whip pile because I frogged a couple things and um I finished a couple things. I'm gonna show you guys the blanket that I finished. I know you guys remember I showed it. Excuse me. That's what I get for like stuffing my face before I came on here. Because I haven't eaten today yet because I couldn't get up and move. And even though my husband does stuff for me, I'm very much like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This like I can do it. I don't need your help. So I have to learn to ask for help and accept help. But I finished it. It's the Granny chevron, and excuse me for 1 second while I readjust myself here. Sorry about that. Uh, so it's the Granny chevron that I showed you guys, and I told you I was going to be donating this to the homeless, and I am. It's for next year. What did I just knock over? I just knocked something over. which typical. So I can tell you pretty much what yarn is what. I think I went over this last time. This is the, I don't know if it's the mainstay or the Red Heart. I don't know if it's Red Heart Metallic or Mainstay Sparkle, but it's the gray with the silver metallic strand in it. This is Impeccable, Loops and Threads Impeccable Tropical Storm is the name of it, and I'm trying to find it. This, I have no idea what it is. It was just a mystery ball of yarn that I got from, donated to me by somebody. This, this was, Bernat Satin? Is it Bernat Satin? It's shiny like Karen Simply Soft, but it's not Karen Simply Soft, even though it's really, really soft. I don't know what it is. And I just said I could name every yarn in here. I just made a liar out of myself. This is Just Active? Just Yarn? One of the yarns that Premier did for the dollar store, is this orange. And then this little bit right here is what I had left over from, my husband's scarf that I made him. And this is Loops and Threads Impeccable in Sage Butter. This is just random Red Heart Super Saver in like a cream. This is some kind of vintage yarn in brown. It is really not soft. And I got a paper cut. I got a paper cut on my finger, and like it healed, and now it's all like, you know how you get that like rough dry skin where the scab was and it's like all crazy. So it's snagging on the yarn. But oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. That's awesome. That's, I feel good about that. This is this white ish right here. This whitish stuff. This is, I love this yarn. Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn in Fruit Salad. And then above it is, I love this yarn in Nova Scotia Sky. And then this is just random Red Heart Super Saber in gray. And then this is Mainstay acrylic. It's the blues and the gray. And yeah, it's the different shade. I think it's called like blue black or something like that. It's weird. This is Red Super Saver Ombre in the color coral, sea something, coral something. This green, I have no idea what that green is. It was donated to me, and it's thinner. You know, it's like, I thought it was a 4-weight, and it probably is just a thin 4. But I hated working with it. It was horrible. It, it wasn't plied. Like, all the strands were like loosely twisted together, and I was just like, no, no, I don't like it. But obviously I liked it enough to use it again up here. But this is just gray Red Heart Super Saver, white Super Saver, red Super Saver in the color cherry red, that horrible green yarn again that I hated working with, gray Red Heart Super Saver, and then this is the ombre, and then this is the this is black. This black yarn is from the dollar store, the Craft Smart yarn. It's really horrible. Don't use it. Not recommended. This is just white Red Heart Super Saver, and then this is Red Heart Super Saver, but it's really soft. And I think it's called like Heathered Gray or Gray Heather or something like that, but it's finished. It's done. It's done. This thing is such a nice blanket. Like, I like it a lot. So, and it's the, the granny ripple and all that. I mean, I know it has holes in it, but I'm like, I don't think this is going to be the only blanket on somebody, especially if you're on the street. Like, you know. Yeah, Stephanie, yay! I finished it. I finished a whip. Yes. Um, so, like, celebrate finishing a whip. But, yeah, so it's just like, I'm super happy. When I finished it, I almost, like, started prancing around the house because I was like, if you knew how long, and my husband's looking at me like I'm nuts, but I was like, if you knew how long this thing has been a whip, if you knew how long I've been working on this. And he was like, I remember at our old place you were working on it. You started it and worked on it and just put it down. And I was like, yeah, I put it down because I didn't have any more scrap yarn to put in it because I wanted it to be a scrappy blanket because I was like, well, if somebody doesn't like brown, maybe they like orange. So I was trying to put a variety of color in it, so you know regardless of whatever color you like, you would like the blanket, hopefully. But now I have started another blanket. This is also going to be for a donation, and it's corner to corner. So this is a mainstay yarn. It's like the purples and the pinks. I think it's called Pink Multi, or Pink Purple Multi, Pink Purple Multi. I bought this so long ago. I bought this such a long time ago. I don't even know what it's called anymore. But it's the mainstay, and this is just Red Heart Super Saber in burgundy that I'm working with right now. So I'm just gonna chit chat with you guys and work on this blanket, and I'm gonna have to adjust myself in my chair. Yes, I did one for my mother-in-law, and let me tell you something. It was a yarn eater, but that thing came out so heavy, and she's always cold. So I was like, okay, well, what can I make that's gonna turn out with minimal holes in it that I can give to her? So that's how that came about. But that's how I got into corner to corner Afghans, because um you know I never did one, and I've seen Grafgans that use corner to corner or mini corner to corner, and I was like, I want to do this Grafgan, but what is that? You know what I'm saying? So like I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just do this for my mother-in-law and everything. And I ended up liking it, and it's a pattern that I just can, mindlessly crochet, obviously, because I'm crocheting while I'm live. But I mean, it's so simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's like really simple, and I love it. It's awesome. It's amazing. And I'm but yeah, that's what I'm going through this past week. And why is my phone still making noise when I have it on vibrate? Okay, I don't know, whatever. So pardon the bedinking of my phone. I have no idea why it's still doing that. I put it on silent, and it's still doing that. I obviously have to fix that. So, um, yeah, that's what I've been up to. I I have also been doing my coloring bookmarks, and I laminated them, and I didn't do a good job because I haven't. Hello. Hi, Mom. Um, I haven't laminated stuff in a long time, so it didn't come out great. But what I used to laminate my bookmarks and coloring pages and everything that's really inexpensive is packing tape. Clear packing tape. I literally just take the roll. Like sometimes I'll put it in the thing that it's supposed to be in, like this thing, whatever that's called. Um, and I will just, yeah, yeah. Oh, axolotl. I want to try one of those. I want to crochet one. And I follow somebody who has two pet axolotls, and they are just so, oh my gosh, they're so cool. I'm like, I would want one, but yeah, I don't think so. Um, because they're fully aquatic, so you have to keep them completely in water, like a fish. Um, but yeah, I just buy packing tape and I laminate my my bookmarks and my coloring pages and stuff, and they're protected. Ooh, that looks so bad. But you know what? It's for me. This is my bookmark. You know, these are gonna be my bookmarks, so I'm not entirely upset about how it looks because I'm like, well, it's for me. Now, if I was gifting it to somebody, that would be an issue. But yes. Where did I? Oh, it's over the stairs. I was gonna say. Yeah, because I kept like I was getting tired of um like putting my pictures up with thumbtacks, and the hole would get like bigger and ruin my picture. So what I do now is after I laminate it and cut all the extra off, what I'll do is I'll take a piece of tape and I'll cut it in half, and then I'll stick it to the top in the middle and make like a loop, and like press that loop down so it has like a tag, and I hang it that way because I'm like, I don't want to put a hole in my picture. First of all, that took me a long time to do. Like this, which is one of my favorite verses, and I'm so happy that I got it. Um, like this one. This one, oops, sorry. This one is taking me a very, like, that takes a long time. You know, I had to color each individual stone, the whole path. I have to color each tree and the words and stuff. So it's like, you know, that's, plus I got to do the sky back here. Hi, honey. Um, and, you know, I have to do something down here. And we got to fix that floorboard. That reminded me. Because he stepped on it and it sounded weird. Uh, um, this is the book that it came in. I don't know if I showed you guys this book. Put my crochet down for a second. Yeah, it is very detailed, and this is what I do. This is the book. Um, and this is the second copy that I got, because there were a couple of um pictures that I colored and I gave to other people. So it was like this. Like, this is one of my favorite verses. This is Jeremiah 29:11. This is, this is what has helped me through my tough times in my life. So I colored it, and then I felt compelled to give it to one of my friends because they were going through something. So I ordered the book again just for the pictures that I had to give away, because I felt compelled to give them away. You're not even on screen. Mom is in here. Yours. Oh. So, I mean, I got those. I got that. And here's 2 pages from that book that I'm going to color. I like the candles, and I like the fact that it's really, like, detailed. I like the detailed ones. And, it's a lighthouse. And, I like these. They have such, like this. Like, how much more detailed can you get than that? That is so tiny. That's why I have to use markers that are fine tipped like that, because otherwise I'm not getting in there. The whole line will be one color if I don't use those markers. Like, the whole thing will be one color. So I got another set for Christmas, which I'm so happy about. These are the Bics. These are these ones. But I want to get another set of the Sharpies, because then I'll have a backup set of each one. But these are the Bic Intensity markers, and I have another set of these in my Walmart shopping cart, because it comes with not these same colors. It comes with different colors, and it comes with metallic ones. So I'm like, oh, that's good. I'm going to buy that, and I am going to buy that the next time I get some money. So that will be that. I'm so upset. This is my last sparkling water. And I like these because I had to stop drinking soda. So I found something that's carbonated, that has 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 caffeine, and 0 sodium. So I'm like, well, you don't get much more healthy than that. So, I mean, I started drinking them, and they're really good. Like, I get these from Walmart. It's called Clear American. And I don't know what they're doing. They're like 88 cents each, and they're 1 liter bottles. I don't know what they're doing, but it tastes like they took the fruit of the flavor that they're making. Like, that's wild cherry. It tastes like they took cherries, like, squeezed them, made it clear, and then put it in a bottle and added bubbles. That's what it tastes like. Like, the taste is so, like, wow, that's spot on. And you don't get that aftertaste of, that's an artificial flavor. No, I mean, yeah, it's an artificial flavor, but it doesn't taste like it. And I like it a lot. But that's my soda replacement, sparkling water. And it tastes sweet for not having any sugar. It's sweet. Where am I at? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is good. It's very good. I never thought that I would find something that could replace soda that's healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never, ever did I think that I would be able to, you know. And then I also drink the Propels, the, you know, flavored water. I have a problem with water. Like, if I try to drink regular, just water, I will gag. Like, I don't know. It could be filtered, bottled, what. It just doesn't. I don't know. I just don't. I have no idea why, but I do. That's what happens. So I have to, I have to buy stuff accordingly. So I mean, it's you know, it is what it is, and I know these things are not exactly the healthiest for me, but it's a lot healthier than Coca-Cola all the time, or RC Cola, or sodas, just bad sodas, Sprite, 7 Up. I mean, all of them. You know, my doctor told me that I had to stop drinking sodas and stop with the sweets and stuff like that, which I wasn't a big sweets eater anyway. Like, I would get my once a month treat, and I still do get my once a month treat, and that's it. When it's gone, it's gone. That's just too bad. Have some fruit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I talk to myself, because I'm like, you don't want to get back into bad habits. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Um, but this has nothing to do with crochet. I'm sorry, I just went off on a tangent. I have no, no idea why. That's just the way I'm feeling today, so we're just gonna go with it. Um, but yeah, after my doctor told me that, I looked up on the internet, um, you know, adverse effects from drinking soda, and the video I saw was not even related to that. I don't even know how that popped up or got recommended to me, but it was somebody using Coca-Cola straight out of the bottle. It wasn't even open because you can hear them crack the lid, like the top when they turn it, and they poured it on a car battery, and it ate all the corrosion from the car battery off. And I sat there with my jaw on the floor, and I thought to myself, if it could do that to a car battery, what is it doing to my insides? Like, oh, okay, that's some serious stuff. So that's another thing that drove me away from soda. But yeah, it's crazy. But I'm gonna get back to crochet because that's what my channel is about. Sorry, I just went like totally left field. I don't know what that was, but that was some crazy stuff that just popped up on my phone for no reason. Alarm. Don't know what that was. I am so sorry you guys had to hear that. That was weird. Um, my phone has been acting a little crazy lately. And I'm like, maybe it's because I haven't restarted it. Like, you're supposed to restart your phone like once a week. You're not just supposed to like constantly have it on, have it on, have it on without restarting it, because it'll act a lot better. Oh, I didn't know that second part. Ooh. Yeah, see? That's some serious stuff. Um yeah, I think I need to restart my phone. So I'll do that after this live. I'll restart my phone, and just see if it acts better and doesn't have alarms go off randomly. I have no idea why that just happened, but I will fix it and make sure it doesn't happen again. Um, but yeah. So what is everybody working on? I'm sorry, my eye was just like, we're gonna itch. I'm just on a side note, yeah, me and hubby have been smoke free for 7 days. In case anybody missed that announcement, we quit last Saturday, and we have been smoke free for 7 days. I have been nicotine free for 3 days. Today's day 4, which means I have not used any patches or gum or anything. I have been completely nicotine free, and the guy on the quit line said that it takes 3 days for nicotine to completely get out of your system. So for the first couple days, I used the patch, and then I decided, well, I'm doing pretty good. So thanks, Stephanie. Yeah, it hasn't been easy. It's been hard. I mean, there's been times that I've been like kind of irritated and like, so especially, I mean, I wanted, you know, it crossed my mind. I was like, I need a cigarette when the state I'm in is getting better about pain medications. So I'm affected by that because now they're requiring the doctor to sign a prior authorization, and they won't insurance won't do anything until they get that. So I'm like, I've been on the same thing for 2 years. Like, I've never asked for anything more, like, stronger, nothing. So, and you're making me go through this bull crap. So that stressed me out so bad that I was like, I need one. I need a cigarette. And then I immediately switched my thought process to, no, I don't. No, I don't. That I'm fine. Let me just go crochet or color. So that's what I did. I took a time out from making phone calls, and I sat and I colored and crocheted a little bit, and I was like, you know because yeah, like I realized that you have to switch your mindset. Like, you can't just be there like constantly like, I need one, I need one, I need one, because then you're gonna psych yourself out and you're gonna like self hypnosis yourself into being like, I need one, I'm gonna go get one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to switch your mindset to, no, I don't. I don't need one. Let me go find something that I can do to relax. So that's what I'm doing. I'm really enjoying. Yeah, I'm really enjoying being able to breathe, because I mean, when I was smoking, coming up the stairs was like a whole thing that I was not happy about, because it's like I got to the top of the stairs, and this is how I knew I needed to quit, because I got to the top of the stairs, and I'm not running up the stairs. I'm like, one stair, another stair, another stair. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I shouldn't be getting to the top of the stairs like, and can't breathe and I'm wheezing. I shouldn't be getting to the top of the stairs like that if I'm not running. I'm literally doing one stair at a time. I'm not just running up the stairs. That's when I knew I had to quit because I was like, you know what, this is going to kill me. Because I should not be getting to the top of the stairs as slow as I'm going up the stairs. I should not be getting to the top and be wheezing and gasping for air. This is not okay. So, me and hubby are looking into Tybo. I love Tybo. I love Billy Blanks. Love him. Genius. He's a genius. I love him so much. So, we're going to do some Tybo. As soon as my sciatic flare-up is over. Because I know you see me rocking, and I'm sorry if I'm making anybody, like, sick or something. I'm really sorry, but this is how I have to do this right now, so I can sit here and do the live and not be in excruciating pain. So I'm very sorry. I'm really trying not to move very much, so I'm about to readjust myself in my chair. But like I said, I've never had sciatic pain on my right side. It's always been my left. And it came on the right side this time. I don't know if you guys remember last Saturday, I was like, oh, my back is hurting a little bit, and, I don't know. It's probably because I was cleaning and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys remember I said that. Well, it only proceeded to get worse from there. I woke up the next day not able to move. Like, I couldn't move. And I was like, well, I know what this pain is. But it concerned me because it was on my other side. It was on my right. I was expecting it to be on my left because that's always the one that has been sciatic pain on my left. It's never been on my right. My right has just been always arthritis pain in my back. So I knew exactly what the pain felt like. So I was like, well, it's a sciatic flare-up. And I'm going to be dealing with this for a good week and a half, and probably almost 2 weeks. So, just today, I Googled on the internet exercises to do during a sciatic flare-up. And I got a list of like 6 to 8 exercises, which is good. I'm happy with that. Um, I started doing them, and my husband is awesome. He really is. I love him so much. Because I was laying on the bed and I asked him, I said, can you help me do these exercises? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to like grab my leg and pull it to my chest. I can barely reach for anything right now. Like I can't reach to grab stuff. So he was like, sure. So we're going through the exercises. And I'm doing them and he's helping me and he's so encouraging. But he's also like stern, like, come on, let's go. Don't, let's go. Let's get it. Come on. And I'm just like, that's what I need. I need somebody to push me. I need somebody to be like, come on. Because if it was up to me, I would just do one and be like, yep, okay, that's it. I'm done. I wouldn't even do the other side. I'd just do one on the bad side and be like, yep, no, I'm done. So he pushes me, and hold on 1 second. Let me readjust myself. Oh my god, I really hope I don't get a spasm of pain. I really hope I don't, because that would be so embarrassing to do on here. So I'm going through this sciatic flare-up with no pain medication, and just exercises and stretches. So we were doing the exercises, and we didn't get through the whole list, but it was enough to where I was like, I can move. I can roll on my side without being in excruciating screaming pain. I was really happy, and I'm still happy because I still feel like I'm okay. Like after this live, I'll get up and I'll do some, you know, stretches and stuff like that. The twist, I call them the twist because it's like you're doing the twist. Maybe I should put on some chubby checker while I do it, and but yeah. So I mean, that's what I need. I need somebody to be like, okay, let's go. We're gonna do 10 of these, and 10 is you do one leg, you do the other leg. That's one, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is not gonna be easy. But I don't want him to go easy on me. I want him to push me. And I want him to, help me get through these exercises because obviously it helps. I got up off of that bed with zero problems and minimal discomfort. And I was so happy because that's the first time in a week that I have been in almost no pain. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard because when you're in try not to get emotional. When you're in constant excruciating pain to the point where you're debating whether you should go to the hospital or not, but then you realize, what am I going to go for? Because they're going to tell me it's sciatic pain and send me right home. So when you're in that much pain for a week, it wears on you. It wears you down. It's like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't cook. I couldn't clean. I couldn't nothing. I had to rely on my husband to do everything. And I looked him in the face and I said, I'm sorry. I am so sorry that everything is on you right now because I'm bedridden. I can't even get up. You know. So, but thank goodness the exercises worked. I'm going to be doing them like twice a day every day. That way I can keep, you know, loosened up, and it's just loosening your muscles. So when the sciatic flare up happens, your muscles go from like this all relaxed to and all like knotted up and squished, and it's pinching a nerve because of that. So it's like, this is really bad. So it's just like, you know I got fed up with it. I got fed up with the pain. That's when I started doing the exercises, was when I was like, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. It's got to go. I have to be able to do things. So I got fed up, and that's when I started doing the exercise. And it worked, thank goodness. Because if it didn't work, I was going to go to the hospital. I really was. See, even that, trying to reach for that was a whole ordeal. Like, I felt it in my back and my hips. But that's okay, because I'm gonna cook dinner in a little bit. But yeah, I'm getting yarn. I'm so happy to get yarn. And I'm so happy I found what I found on there. It's a 4-pack of um show you guys. Okay. It's a 4-pack of this. And I'm happy because with this one, then that'll make 5. And I'm hoping that's enough to get me a blanket. Let's tuck this under here. Yeah, yay for yarn, right? Yeah, I'm like super excited. Cause I got money on Thursday. And yeah, this is just a Super Saver Jumbo in the color Wildflower. Wildflower. So I'm hoping this will be enough for a blanket. My mother-in-law's blanket is made out of this. So I'm hoping that 5 will be enough for a blanket, because there is 482 yards. So I just had an idea, because I'm running out of the Starburst print for the blanket I was doing, and the Starburst print 4-packs that I was getting is sold out at Walmart. Kind of upsetting. So I think I can still buy them individually, but to buy 4 individuals of this would be just a waste of money, because it would be more than the $30 that I pay for the 4-pack. So, you know. But what I'm thinking is maybe I'll add this to the blanket that I'm doing for with the Starburst print. I'm sorry, I was trying to think. Yeah, we'll see. I might do a row and see how it goes, and see if I like it. But yeah, that's what I got coming on Monday. I'm so excited. I can't wait for Monday, because Monday is yarn day. I might make a short video and try to upload it. Hopefully YouTube won't tell me that it's going to take 30 hours to upload a 2-minute video. You know, but knowing them, that's why I stopped doing videos, because it was like a 10-minute video took 30 hours to upload, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I know it's not my data, because my data will upload a short in like 2 minutes. And that's 60 seconds. So I'm like, if anything, it should be taking maybe an hour. So I know it's not my data, but who knows anymore? I don't know. YouTube just doesn't like me, I guess. I don't know. But I love YouTube. I do. I love YouTube. This is really good. I'm upset that I don't have another one, but I'll make iced tea, which I haven't had in a while, so. I will make iced tea and be happy and crochet. Oops. Okay, I gotta take the meat out for dinner. I have not done that yet. Maybe I should do that. Excuse the noise. There. All the privileged white kids are riding dirt bikes and 4-wheelers down the street. I really don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that they do that. Like, it's not a street legal vehicle. You know what? Let me, I'm gonna go close the window. I think the window is open. So I'm gonna go close the window so it can be not so irritating. This is irritating me. I don't like being irritated. I like being happy. Um, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My mom just texted me. Uh, so I haven't heard from her in like a week, and I was starting to get concerned. She's got help. She's older and got health problems. So I was about to call the cops to do a wellness check because I haven't heard from her in a minute. So she just texted me. That's why I had to look at that. I'm sorry. All right, let me go close this window because they're obviously going to keep riding up and down the street. Sorry about the shaking, everybody. Okie dokie. Alright. There we go, nice and quiet now. Probably warmer. Okay, that should be better. I always have to have the window open because I know people are going to look at this and be like, well, why did you have the... It's January. Why did you have the window open? Because when I cook, I have to have the window open because there's no ventilation over the stove, which apparently is not illegal in my state. You can have no ventilation over the stove and it's not illegal. So I have to have to keep the smoke detectors from going off. I have to have the window open. So that's why I have the window open in the middle of January. And we got snow. So, you know, it was warm. Now the snow is freezing to ice because it's really cold. I'm sorry, I had to put a blanket on my legs. My legs were cold. But yeah, that's why I have the window open in the middle of winter. Because yeah, I have no ventilation over my stove or in my bathroom. So yay. So when I take a shower, I gotta have the door all the way open. Otherwise, I can't breathe because of how steamy it gets. So. You're wrapped up in a blanket too, Stephanie? Yeah, I got my hot dog's blanket. They're little, I think they're called Dachshunds? Are they Dachshunds? I don't know. I call them hot dogs. They're cute. I got this blanket from donations from the place where we used to live. I have a yellow one, the same size, and these are fleece blankets. These are all fleece blankets, and I like them. This thing's big too, like it just fits my whole body. Um, I have a ton of fleece blankets. You know, my husband calls me the fleece queen because if it's not fleece, I don't want it. Unless it's a comforter. Then I'll do, you know, if it's a comforter, I'll make an exception. But if it's a throw blanket, if it's not fleece, I don't want it. Unless I crocheted, then I do want it. But I'm just saying. It might be on top of a fleece blanket. So, he calls me the fleece queen because everything I have is fleece. My bathrobe that I have, it's a pink bathrobe. It's got hearts on it. My mom gave it to me. Um, that's fleece. My blankets are fleece. I have socks. They're not fleece, but they're like that really soft, almost like chenille type feeling, but they're thick and heavy for winter. I think you can get them at the dollar store. It's like the sock is one color, but the toe and the heel are a different color. But they're really squishy and soft. And sometimes they come with a little dot, anti-slip dot thingies on the bottom of them. But yeah, those I have those. Those are my socks. My slippers have fleece in them. I mean, it's just like it's a never-ending thing. It's a never-ending trend with me. Just fleece everywhere. Um, but why are the towels still hanging up? Oh, okay, because I washed them last night. That's why. It's like, why are there towels hanging up everywhere? Because I washed towels last night. That's why. But yeah, okay. Let's get the crochet going. But I'm actually glad I'm doing corner to corner because I want to use up these scraps because I have more in this bin that I have to work through. So, and then I can focus on getting new yarn because I want to use what I have first. So I'm glad I'm doing these scrap blankets for a donation to the homeless for next year. Uh, I'm just hoping this won't turn into a whip that becomes a UFO or a whip in timeout. Whip two, whip two, whip two, whip two, WIPTO, whip in timeout. Work in progress in timeout. I'm just coming up with words. I'm just coming up with words. How has everybody's new year been so far? Mine's been going good. I'm slowly working towards my goals that I have. So there's that. Anybody make some New Year's resolutions? I try to make mine not big because I know there's no way I'm going to keep them if I make them too big. That's good, Stephanie. I'm glad it's been good. I'm glad it's been good. Mine's been good so far. I try to make small resolutions for myself, like lose weight, but I never put a number on it. If I lose 5 pounds all year, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy. I lost weight. It may not be what you think losing weight should be, But technically, I lost weight. I don't put numbers on things. Just like with quitting smoking, I wasn't like, okay, by March, I want to be completely smoke free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That's two of mine. Stephanie, you're not alone. Use up the yarn I have and lose some weight. That's mine. You know, one of my big ones was quit smoking, which I'm doing. You know, I don't think I'm strong enough to be around somebody that smokes and being able to resist it. I think I still need time for that. You know, like if somebody was to walk up on me, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? And they're smoking. I don't think I could handle that right now. So I'll give myself some grace. Give myself some time. I'll get there eventually. It's not a race. Mm. That's the way I look at everything. It's not a race. It's not that. That's why I really don't do pattern testing. I will for some people. Adrian, I will. I will definitely do pattern testing for Adrian because she is so understanding and everything. Like I did a pattern test for her tip shells tank top, and she was so understanding because the yarn, I had the yarn, but then I needed more of it, so I had to order it, and I was having trouble making it not because of her notes, but because it was my first wearable. So I was trying to do it by measurements, and it was just like, no, like so confusing to me. But I was like, I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be okay. But when I explained to her it was my first wearable, and I was confused about how to do it by measurements, she extended so much grace to me, and just was like, when you get it in, you get it in. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. And I was trying so hard to do it by the deadline. I think I was like a couple days late. I think I was a couple days late. But yeah, I will pattern test for her whenever she needs me to, because she is so understanding, and I love that. But if she if anybody else like does like has pattern tests, I won't do them because I'm not really into the you have a deadline. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's not exactly fun, So, but I mean, I'll do it for certain people if they need it. If they need pattern testers, I'll do it. I don't do it all the time. Yeah, yeah, I only do it for one too. Like I said, Adrian from Kiwi's Crochet Corner. That's the only one I'll do it for because shout out to her, by the way. If you're not subscribed to her, please go subscribe to her. I'm talking to everybody, even the people watching the replay. Please go show her some love. She's awesome. Um, I will link her in the description. You know, yeah. See, I used to sell at markets. I've only done one market. I'm not even gonna say markets because there was no plural. There was just one. And when I went back to do it the following year, it was supposed to be the Winter Lights uh, holiday festival, like fair market. Um, and I did it one year, And that year I walked away with like almost $300. And I didn't have to pay for my table because I was a resident of this organization. I was a client. So I didn't have to pay for my table. And um I I did good at the market. And I'm glad my husband was there because he's Mr. Personality. He's probably I you know credit him for all the sales that I got that day because this was still when you had to wear masks inside. I mean, it wasn't during the main pandemic because nothing was running, but this was like in 2022. No, this was like 2021, I think. I think. But it, yeah, I remember. It was in 2021 because I tried to do 2022 and they were like, we're not doing it anymore. And I'm like, you're not doing it anymore. What are you talking about? You're not doing it anymore. Like, what? Like, where am I supposed to sell my stuff? Like, I can't, go get a business license and a selling license and a permit and all this stuff. Like, I don't have the money to do that. So I did it one year and that was it. Because all the other stuff, all the other markets are like Connecticut, Massachusetts, um, like further upstate from me. So it's just like I don't have a car. If I had a car, I would have no problem getting to these things. But I don't have a car. So it's like I can't go. So my only option is to sell on Macari because Macari number 1 has the lowest like fee that I have ever seen. And they don't charge you anything for putting your listing up. You can choose whether to charge the buyer shipping or you pay shipping. Um, yeah, so I mean, so that's why I choose Macari. Speaking of Macari, I gotta get my FO bin from up here and um, take pictures of all the stuff that I finished and list it on Macari. Um, so yeah, I mean, I wish I could do craft fairs. And like I said, I credit my husband for every sale that I made because, he's Mr. Personality. I'm Miss sitting over there crocheting more stuff to put on the table. And, people are coming in and I'm like smiling and nodding and everything like that. And I'm crocheting and he's like, hey, how you doing? Take a look around. I mean, he's Mr. Personality. He's drawing people in. And I'm just, because I'm shy. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it on here because I never stop talking, but sorry about that. Not really. Sorry, not sorry. Um, but I really am a shy person. And that's why I struggled to do this YouTube channel because I was like, I'm a shy person. How am I going to make videos? How am I going to do this? How in the world am I going to be able to do this? Like, I don't know. And then my husband was like, well, just act like you're talking to me. And the first couple videos, he was actually sitting on the other side of the camera. So I really felt like I was talking to him. And, so it kind of got me out of my shyness when it came to doing videos and putting them up here. Now, if you meet me in real life, I'm just as quiet as a mouse. I hardly say anything unless you ask me a question. But I'm just very shy. I'm a shy person, and I'm very, very like timid and just a humble person. What are they doing downstairs? Oh, sorry. But anyway, it sounds like there's like a WWE wrestling match downstairs. Um, but yeah, it's just it was hard for me to start the channel because I was so nervous about, how am I going to do this? How am I going to talk? What if nobody likes what I'm talking about? Like, so it was it was hard, but I got through it. And I was like, I don't care if nobody likes what I'm talking about. I don't care if people watch my videos. I'm not doing this to get monetized. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing this to be an influencer. I'm not doing this to be, you know, YouTube famous. I'm doing this because I like it. It's something I love to do. I love crochet and I can talk about crochet all day long. And my husband loves me very much, but that is not something he wants to hear about all day. Is this hook and the yarn and oh my gosh and this stitch and that stitch and oh look at this and he's very supportive. Don't get me wrong, but I know he doesn't crochet, so he doesn't understand. First of all, second of all, it's not something that he wants to hear about. Just like I don't want to hear about chess all day because I have no interest in that whatsoever. But yeah, it's something else. It's something else. So but I'm glad I started my YouTube channel. I'm really happy I did, and I'm glad that I got over that. What if nobody likes it? What if this? What if that? What if that? Because if you keep what if thing, excuse me, that yawn came out of nowhere, and I don't know why. Because I'm not tired. I've been sleeping most of the day. Um, if you keep what ifing, you're gonna what if yourself into never doing what you wanted to do. And I almost did that. And I'm glad I did start my channel because it brought me out of my shyness a little bit. And I'm sorry, my mom just texted me again. Um I'll call her in a minute. Um but yeah, so you know my husband was like, "Don't you want to get, cuz he looked up the requirements for monetization and he was like, you know, don't you want to get this many followers and this many this and this many subscribers and this many that?" And I'm like, "No, because I'm not looking to be monetized. I'm not looking to have affiliate links. I'm not looking, um, yeah, yeah. Check out Macari. Macari is awesome. I like it a lot because you can, like, it's very. At least the last time I was on there, I don't think anything's changed. Um, I don't believe so because they haven't charged me anything for having my stuff up there. So they don't charge you a fee for having your stuff up there. And I think the transaction fee is like 50 cents. I think. And then I think they take another fee, but I think the other fee is like 4 cents. Like they're not taking a lot. Like Etsy takes a lot more than that. And yeah, it I'm so happy that I listened to my mom and when she said, you know, go on Macari, because I've sold some stuff through there. And what I do personally is I make the buyer pay for shipping. So whatever the shipping is, I'll take that off the price because you're paying for the shipping. So that's an expense that I don't have to um deal with. And what I like about Macari is when the buyer pays the shipping, they'll send you a label in your email, but they will also send you a QR code that you can take to your post office. The post office will scan the QR code and print out the label and slap it on the box, and off it goes. That's another thing I like about Macari. So you don't have to have a printer, because I don't have a printer. I don't have a printer. I don't have a label printer. I don't have none of that. So, um, yeah, that is nice. It's really nice. It's like, wow, okay, like cool. Um, when I found that out, I was like, yep, definitely not doing Etsy, not doing Shopify. Excuse me. Why am I yawning? Um, not doing any of the other ones. You know, I'm definitely just gonna stick to, um, definitely just gonna stick to, whatchamacallit, Macari. So, you know, that's what worked for me. And, Macari also has, like, what they call All Stars, which I think it's like once every 2 months. It's every once in a while. It's like once every month or once every 2 months or something like that. And it's basically if you list 10 items, you get a coupon for something. I forget what it is, but it's like the more items you list, the the bigger the discount you get for whatever you want to purchase on Macari. So yeah, I'm like love it. But yeah, they have and I think part of the All Stars, I think not only do you get like a discount, um, not only do you get like a discount, but I think you get entered into some kind of thing where you can win like $100 gift card or something like that. I don't know. You would have to check it out, but because I never do the All Stars thing because I don't have a whole bunch of things to list. I barely have anything. So it's like, you know, I my inventory's not up. So I gotta get my inventory up again. All my octos sold. I was happy about that. Um, all my mushroom boys sold, and both of my whales. So that was nice. Yeah, yeah. Plus, they'll give you a rundown of everything when you sign up. They'll let you know all the stuff. I skip through it because I have no patience for that. But I mean, you know, yeah, it probably would have benefited me to read it. But I can always go back and read it if I want to. It's in my email. And also, on Macari, I can just go and read it. But yeah, that is what I am doing. I am going to be going in about 10, 15-ish minutes. I mean, my husband's like, he just, I think he asked me last week, he was like, how many people do you have on your live stream? And I'm like, I don't know if you have this idea that I'm like this big channel just because I have 200 and something subscribers. Like, that's not big, first of all. Second of all, I don't have 208 people in my lives. Because some of them live in Australia, some of them live in the UK, most of them are in the USA, I think. I gotta look at my analytics. Um, but I'm like, I, I don't have, 200 people in my lives. And, there are times that I'll have like 5, 6 people, and then it'll drop down to like two, because people leave. But I'm like, it doesn't matter to me, honey. I'm not doing this to get monetized. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this to hang out with my crochet friends and talk about everything under the sun that could be related to crochet or not related to crochet. I don't know. You never know what we're gonna talk about when you come to one of my lives. Um, so you never know. It's always a surprise. It's always something awesome. It's always something interesting. Um, so yeah, yeah. It's really cool. I look forward to my Saturday lives. I might do twice a week because I know Kim and Ginger are not doing Affordably Geeky anymore. So I might take over the Wednesday and Saturday slot. I might. Since I'm already doing 4 p.m. on Saturdays and everybody seems to be already accustomed to that, I'm going to keep it that way. Unless the poll on my community tab says otherwise. I think there were like 2 votes, and both of them were for 4 p.m. So I was like, okay, there we go. That's it. Yeah, I might be doing Wednesdays too. Now I don't know what time would be good for you, Stephanie, because um you are my moderator, so I mean I would try to pick a time that's good for you because um that's just how I am. I try to be considerate of everybody. So until Trish comes back on YouTube, I, I you're my only moderator, so I'm trying to work around when's good for you. And because I honestly I don't have a life. I mean I have a life. I just it's not like I work because I can't. So it's not. You know. What I'm trying to say is I'm available. My schedule is very extremely flexible. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know what time is good for you on Wednesdays. You can hit me on Messenger or whatever, and let me know like what time is good for you, and I'll just start scheduling them and putting it on my community tab. And I might make I'll probably make a short or a video about it. But yeah. So because thought Kim was gonna come back. Like, I hope she's okay. I really hope she's okay. Like, with everything, I hope she's okay. 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 So what I'm gonna do is I don't know if I would do this in the morning or afternoon. I would have to see. They might be in the morning because Wednesdays. Oh no, that's Thursdays. Okay. Well, once a month on Wednesday, I don't remember, like, it could be any Wednesday. I always pick afternoon slots for my pain management doctor, so I mean that's one thing. So I probably would do it in the morning just so I wouldn't have to reschedule the whole thing. But with time in the morning, I have no idea yet. I'm gonna have to work that out. I'll work it out. But I will be making a short about it, if not a whole. Okay. Okay. I want this red to be done, and I want to move on to another color. I might just cut this red and do another color and then bring the red back later. Honestly. But yeah, I'll make a short about it and announce it to everybody, and I'll probably put it in a video or two. I'm gonna try to start making videos also, um, and see if YouTube tells me that it's gonna take 30 hours to upload. Because if that's the case, I'll just keep doing lives. Because obviously it works for me. It I have no problem. Yeah, what was I saying about Kim? Oh, I don't know if anybody watching the replay or that's here right now. Does anybody know what happened to Kim from Affordably Crafty? Like, I'm worried about her, but like I hope she's okay. I just thought she was coming back, and I really enjoyed watching her. And I enjoyed watching Ginger too. It's just like Ginger has stopped doing a lot, and I'm just like not exactly if I'm a fan of that. You know, like I understand taking breaks and stuff like that, but yeah, I haven't either. I'm going to try to email her and see if she's okay. Because I know in October she was taking a couple weeks break because she was taking a vacation. And the last video that she has up there is of her on her vacation, um, talking about she's having a great time. So that I just dropped my hook. I don't know how I'm gonna get that. Honey, no, I'm just um, yeah, that was the last I heard from her. Heard about her. Like that's the last video on her page. And yeah, like, honey, I dropped my hook. But that's funny. I can be funny sometimes. Sometimes I'm just really irritating, but sometimes I can be funny. But yeah, I just hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. I'm not, I know people turned on her and like unsubscribed from her because of what she did, and I'm just kind of like, people make mistakes. Just because we're creators on YouTube, we're content creators, doesn't mean that we don't make mistakes. You know, I hope she comes back. I really do. I really hope she comes back. And as far as Ginger, I love her too. I love Ginger. I love her content. I love when I was a part of the Sunday morning live chat in Discord. I was, you know, I wouldn't say much. I would just sit there and listen, but I really liked it because it felt like if I did open my mouth and say something, like everybody was really welcoming. So, but I just wish she would do like a live that wasn't just for members. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if she has done that because I haven't been keeping up on my YouTube videos and people putting stuff out. Like, Emma in the moment just put out a new video. I have to go watch it because I haven't seen it yet. And, like, all my YouTube notifications for some reason have just been, you know. Yeah, I mean, people, I don't know why people think that just because, we're content creators, that we don't make mistakes. And, you know, at least she addressed it. And, like, if I was to ever make a mistake, I would address it and I would apologize. And that would be very sincere because I don't apologize unless I mean it. And if I do something wrong and somebody points it out to me, thank you very much. You know, constructive criticism. You let me know I did something wrong. You let me know what the problem was, and I'm going to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't get into details, and I like that because she is entitled to privacy. She's entitled to privacy, and everybody that was on that live saw what happened and knows what happened. So, you know, she doesn't have to relive it and retell it and just, explain all that. I was on that live. I saw what happened. And, it was just unfortunate. But I think both of them taking a break for their mental health was awesome idea. An awesome idea. And I just feel bad for her that she got so much hate for what happened and what she did and how she went about addressing it and stuff like that. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for her. Kim was one of the first crafty YouTube channels I think I subscribed to. And then Ginger was second because I would see her on the live with Kim and I was like, "Oh, who's this? Okay, let me go subscribe to her too. She seems cool." And Ginger is cool. She's a sweetheart. I love her dearly. Neither one of these people know who I am. But I was on an episode of Yarn Hookers and talking about my channel and stuff, and I think that's where most of my subscribers came from. But I got shout outs from a couple channels, and I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Trish from Trish's Creative Treasures um, shouted me out. Scraptastic Yarns, she shouted me out. Shout out to her and Trish. Gotta check them out if you haven't checked them out. They're awesome. But yeah, it's hard. Before I became a content creator, I used to watch these videos. I'm sorry, I had to move my foot. I shook the whole thing. I used to watch YouTube and be like, "Oh, it's not hard. This is easy. Like how hard could it be? You sit there and you turn the camera on and you talk to the camera." Well, it's a lot harder than it looks. I remember having to record a video 3 or 4 times because I kept messing up. And that's when I decided that the first take is the only take. If I mess up, I mess up. Let everybody see that I am human. Just because I create content on YouTube does not mean that I don't mess up. So that's why I don't edit my videos. I don't, I don't do multiple takes. I think that was the very first video I uploaded to YouTube. I did like 3 takes of it because I kept messing up. But after that, I was like, you know what? So what? So what if I mess up? Like, that's when I decided that I'm not going to, edit anything or do anything. What you see in my videos is authentic me. That's what you get. I have no makeup on, my hair is a mess, I'm just, it's summertime, my hair's frizzy, you see all my baby ends sticking out, like, so, I mean, that's just me. So, and I respect creators who do that, even if they do edit their videos, at least if they keep the mistakes in there and, like, whatever, like, I'm saying, like, just be you. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, see, I can't be anybody else but myself, even though I create content. And my hook just fell off my blanket. If I'm creating content, I'm like, because you already have so many people out here that are so fake. Even the crochet and knitting community, they blow up and then they're fake. And I can't even remember any because, you know why? Because once I saw that, I unsubscribed. And I never looked at their channel again. So it's just like, if you're not going to be authentic and yourself and just put yourself out there and show your imperfections, then what's the point of making anything and putting it on the internet? There's already enough stuff with, teenage girls and the beauty image and stuff like that, Don't, tell yourself you're not hungry, you're just thirsty, and drink some water. Like, what is that? Sorry. Sorry. I've been a big girl all my life. So when I see bull crap like that, it really just, it grinds my gears. Okay, we're gonna go to Family Guy now. It grinds my gears. So, it really does. Because I'm like, what are you putting in these young girls' heads? And I give all the credit to Dove, because Dove is making commercials about it. And they're, like, saying this is wrong. This is not the image that, beauty is supposed to be. And I'm actually happy that there's actually big girl models now. Like, you see curvier models. It's not just, stick figures that look like 12-year-old boys with long hair and some boobs. Like, seriously. I'm really happy that they're starting to put, curvier women. But I even have a problem with that. Because they're picking women that have, like, hourglass. Like they have, the big chest, and then they got some hips going on. And some thighs. And it's like, and they barely have any stomach. And I'm like, you're still missing it. You're still missing it. Because, I don't, not every big person looks like that. We don't look like, chest, hips, no stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't all look like that. Some of us do. I don't. But, and I'm okay with that. But This is what happens when I drop my hook and I can't reach it because my sciatic pain is really bad. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just talking about stuff because I can't reach my hook and crochet. I'm really about to call my husband. Hey, honey, can you come get my crochet hook, please? I can't reach it. Thank you, and I'm still live. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Okay, I'm gonna kick it over to you when you come out. Oh God. This is what husbands are for, though. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what they're for. But Stephanie, yeah, that's because like I can't bend down right now because my sciatic flare up is like you're not doing anything but sitting there or laying in the bed. So, yeah, it's just a little irritating. I'm kind of mad I dropped it in the first place. So I'm gonna have to clean it off. It's all dusty. Okay. It's right there. I kicked it out so you didn't have to get in the camera if you didn't want to. Thank you. He's saying hi. Alright, let's get some sanitizer. Because I don't know where my... Oh, no, found my wipes. Never mind. Excuse me. Everybody's saying hi, honey. Says hi. I'm going to get him to get on here with me one day, I swear. Y'all are going to be able to see what Mr. Crochet Creations looks like. All right. Oh, funny story. So, my mom has a dog. He's a Morkie, which I think is a Maltese and a Yorkie mixed. And his name is Toby. Like Toby Keith. His name is Toby Keith, and then my mom's last name. And, she's obsessed with Toby Keith. So when he was a puppy, I made the mistake of bringing my crochet hooks over there. And I'm crocheting, and we decided to go outside to have a cigarette. I left my hook on top of my project like I always do, not thinking that he was gonna touch it because I'm like, this dog has more toys than any dog I've ever seen. So I'm like, well, I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't think he was gonna touch it. He touched it. Matter of fact, you can see his little teeth marks. So now I have a reminder of Toby forever. So yeah, oh no, it was right. Oh my goodness, I was so mad at him. And then, the love bug that he is, you know, he's very smart. He's really, really smart. Like I'm surprised he's such a smart dog. Um, but he's really smart, and I yelled at him for it. My mom yelled at him for it, showed it to him and spanked him and said no. And he could tell that both of us were upset. So what he did was he came up to me with his tail between his legs and he jumped up on the chair I was sitting on and he came and he just curled in a ball on my lap and looked up at me with the I'm sorry look, and I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. Okay, yeah, I forgive you. I love you too. you know, so I was mad about the situation, but he never touched crochet hooks after that. Like, he didn't touch my crochet hooks after that. He didn't touch my mom's crochet hooks after that. So it was like, okay, well, obviously he learned his lesson. He's a very smart dog. My mom has him trained to the point where um, if she can't reach her medicine, if she tells him, go get the medicine bag, he'll get the medicine bag and bring it to her. Like, she's got him trained to the point where he does that. I don't know how she did it, but she did. Because she does have, like, mobility problems and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, he's a smart little dog boy. Let me tell you something. He's crazy smart. And I love him dearly. That's my little love bug. Every time I go over there, it doesn't matter how long I haven't been over there or how many months go by. Like, I haven't seen him since August. I bet you if I go over there tomorrow, I know for a fact he will be all over me. Oh my god. I have to get my mom to videotape, to get her camera phone and record when I come over and I sit in the chair and how he just goes berserko. Oh, he goes berserko. He loves me so much, and I love him. He's such a cute dog. I might upload a video on here of him, of me and him playing fetch. Just throw the ball. Okay, bring me back the ball. Okay, throw the ball. Yeah, oh, he goes nuts. He does this thing where he rubs his head, like, right here, and just keeps doing it, and just, like, starts licking your face, and just going berserk. Oh, he's such a love bug. And he's, like, shaking, because he's so excited, and he's so happy. I'm like, oh, like, Toby. I'm like, I love you too, I miss you too. Calm down, you're alright. You're shaking, dude. Like, calm down, it's okay. I'll be here for a few days. And chillax. You know. And then he gets upset when I leave. You know, when I go, he'll sit by the door. My mom tells me he sits by the door and he whines. And he just sits there and stares at the door like waiting for me to come back in. And I'm like, that makes me sad. Why are you telling me that? I'm never gonna want to leave. Yeah. So, okay, my hook is dry now. Thank goodness, because now I can get back to this. Okay, I know I said this like an hour ago, but I'm probably only gonna be on here for like another 10 minutes because I have to I have to first take the meat out for dinner and thaw it out um and then cook it. Probably gonna make burgers tonight, or I might make mashed potatoes and corn and ground beef. That sounds good. It's like a shepherd's pie, but not a shepherd's pie. My dad made it. My dad's the one that came up with it. And he based it off of the KFC dinner bowl with chicken and the mashed potatoes and the corn. But instead of chicken, he used ground beef and he called it the poor man's supper. Because it normally was always done with leftovers. So it was never, it wasn't always corn. Sometimes it'd be peas. Sometimes it'd be green beans. Sometimes it wouldn't be mashed potatoes, but like roasted potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really good. Like, I just season the meat with onion powder, garlic powder, because me and my husband, we have to watch our salt. Especially him, but I'm trying to watch my salt too because I will retain water and my legs will swell. Um, but I don't do garlic salt and all that because we have to watch our salt. So, he puts Mrs. Dash in it. I put real salt in my mashed potatoes. So and he uses unsalted butter and I use salted butter. Though that's the biggest amount of salt that I intake. I don't intake salt like I used to. I used to eat so much ramen. I used to eat like so much salt on stuff. Like I was the salt queen. Like my friends used to call me salt queen because I used to put salt on everything. Everything had to have salt on it. If it didn't have salt, I didn't want it. So, um, and the same thing with hot sauce, but that's a different story. But so I mean that's like I make the mashed potatoes in a big pot, and then I'll cook the ground beef in a big frying pan, and then what I'll do after that is um while the ground beef is cooking, I season it with onion powder and garlic powder, and I mix it, and I mix it in, and then when it's ready to drain, I have my husband drain the ground beef, the fat off of there. But I buy lean ground beef. It's like 80-20. It's like 80% lean, 20% fat. And I know that's still not the greatest, but I can't afford anything else. Like anything higher grade than that, sorry, can't afford it. Like that's for rich people, in my opinion. So um what I do is, he drains the fat and, it it mostly drains and whatever doesn't that's still on the meat, I put it in the mashed potatoes like that and you got some extra flavor. Um and then I get the steam bags from Walmart. It's the Great Value bag, a brand of vegetables in a bag, and the bag is actually its own steamer bag. So you just take the bag, you break up the vegetables inside because sometimes they clump together in a solid clump. So I normally just hit it on the counter a couple times, and I pop it in the microwave for like 5 to 6 minutes. There you go, done. Easy, so easy, and it has so much less salt than canned anything. So that's why I try to do frozen. Plus, my nutritionist was like, frozen vegetables are much better than canned vegetables and even the fresh vegetables in the wintertime. In the wintertime, my nutritionist told me that in the wintertime you want to buy frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, because they freeze them when they are at the peak of being ripe. So, it's not like in the wintertime, the fresh produce is actually less nutritious and worse than frozen, according to my nutritionist. So I switched to strictly frozen vegetables. Um, and they have a lot. I don't like the carrots. The carrots are like rubbery to me. I will still buy canned carrots. And I still buy canned spinach. but I will buy their spinach frozen. It's just they never have it in stock. Um, and also, um, I buy canned pickled beets because that's my treat. Like, I treat myself to that. Like, once a week, I'll have a can of pickled beets. And I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I had to live off of one thing, if somebody said you can only live off of two vegetables, what two vegetables could you eat every day and never get like tired of them? Pickled beets and spinach. There you go. I'm good. I'm done. that's that's it. But so okay, anyway, I was telling you my recipe for well, my dad's recipe. God rest his soul. Brilliant man. Um so I I do the ground beef and then I do the mashed potatoes and I do the vegetables in the microwave. So then when everything's done, I take a bowl and I make bigger portions than I probably should, but I hate waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning hungry. And I woke up because I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that so much. Um, so I try to make bigger portions so that way we can be full. But, you know, if we're gonna start like exercising and stuff, we gotta start shrinking the portions down. And, you know, I understand that, and that's fine. But yeah, so it's the mashed potatoes, then the corn, then the meat, and then like a slice of butter if you want, and whatever seasoning you want in your mashed potatoes, and then you mix it all together, and it makes like a really, really good, um, really good, almost like imitation shepherd's pie or imitation KFC dinner bowl, but without the chicken. So, and I like it. Like I like. Don't get me wrong. I like chicken, and I've done the same thing with breaded chicken patties that I buy frozen from Walmart. You can take the chicken patties. I put the chicken patties in an air fryer because it cooks them in half the time. So I put them in the air fryer and then I just like cut them into cubes and I toss them in some um, mashed potatoes and corn or whatever vegetable I want. And there you go. You got an imitation KFC dinner bowl. So without paying KFC prices. So, but yeah, that's. Matter of fact, I want mashed potatoes, so I'm probably gonna do mashed potatoes tonight instead of burgers. Yeah, I try to imitate. Like I try really hard to imitate like these fast food places like Taco Bell. I make really good tacos, like soft tacos, because I can't do hard tacos because my I have no teeth. So my husband's like, "What does that have to do with crochet?" Absolutely nothing. It's my live. I can talk about what I want. He said, "There you go. There you go." Yeah. So. He says, "Does anybody play? Do it? Does anybody here play chess?" since I could talk about whatever I want. He's always looking for people to play chess. His thing is chess, my thing is crochet. Let's see. Ugh, I still have like this slide to get to. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Hey, baby. Yes. Can you take the ground beef out of the freezer? Yes. Okay. They say they don't crochet. They don't play chess. They crochet. I know how to play. I don't. I don't get into it that deep though. Yeah, no, I don't enjoy it the way you do, babe. Oh, okay. I don't enjoy it as much as my husband does. I don't. But I do know how to play thanks to him. He taught me how. I don't get into studying or any of that. I had to learn enough with crochet, and I keep learning new things with crochet. I don't need to overload my brain. It's very complicated. But let's see. What else? Oh, I like to I do poetry sometimes. I haven't done that in a while. I do jewelry making. Make jewelry. I haven't done that in a very long time because I need my supplies. All my supplies got stolen. So I need supplies for that. And I do my coloring pages. And I crochet and Tunisian crochet and knit and use a knitting machine because hand knitting is way too slow. But I stitch market. Yeah, see, I want to start getting into those too. Cause it's just like jewelry making. It's the same supplies. It's just instead of um, you just have to get like wire. You know what I'm saying, or string, to make necklaces and stuff like that. But or bracelets. But I mean, you know, the earrings are exactly the same as stitch markers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it same supplies. Yeah, we all do, don't we all? Don't we all need to get our button gear? Speaking of getting my button gear, I have been on here for 2 hours. I need to go do uh housewife things like cook dinner and do dishes. So I will see you guys next Saturday unless I schedule for Wednesday, which I probably will schedule for Wednesday. So between tonight and tomorrow, look for a video or a short explaining what I'm talking about. Um, so I have to figure out what time on Wednesday. Did I say Monday? I meant Wednesday. If I said Monday, I meant Wednesday. Okay, so sorry. Just my brain. Okay. So okay, Stephanie, I will contact you and let you know what's going on. All right, everybody. Everybody watching the replay, everybody watching, everybody, don't forget the thumbs up, please, and you can comment or just, just hit the thumbs up and just, I appreciate you guys watching and I love you guys and I will see you in the next one and I will be sure to put a short or a very short video up explaining what is going on. Okay? I love you guys. Bye. Why is it not working? There we go.